Hey guys, welcome to Feature Junkie. My name's Ed, and today we're going to be checking out the new movie Elementals, directed by Peter Sohn, starring Leah Lewis, Mamadou Athey, Sheila Omi, and Ronnie Del Carmen. So Elementals is the latest project in the Disney Pixar category of animation, and I'm so excited to get into this film. But before we do, if you could leave a like down below, I'd greatly appreciate that. Now let's get into the plot courtesy of IMDb. The film journeys alongside an unlikely pair, Ember and Wade, in the city where fire and water, land and air residents live together. The fiery young woman and the go-with-the-flow guy are about to discover something elemental, how much they actually have in common. So right off the top, I'll just say I did enjoy this film. Right now, it's not doing the best in the box office. I'm not sure if that has to do with it competing against The Flash, but you know, we'll see how it does in the second week and third weeks to come. But I will say I'm actually really surprised because Disney and Pixar, they usually do really well with these animation departments and these type of movies and getting people to see them. And when I first heard about this film, the first thing I thought of was Zootopia. This film also has that type of new world element to it like Zootopia had. I'm not going to go as far to say that this is a better movie than that one because I definitely think Zootopia is way better, but that's not to say that this one doesn't have some great moments in it. Like, I love the fact that you have these water and fire and, you know, land elements all living together and trying to figure out how to, you know, coincide with each other. And that's basically the whole plot of the movie, where you have this woman that is a fire and then you have this guy that's a water, and how do they mesh together when, you know, society tells them they can't be together. There's a lot of those adult lessons within the film. Like, of course this is a kids film. I think the kids are gonna love it. The kids in my theater loved it. But there's also those adult conversations when you talk about, you know, the family of the fiery people are immigrants and they're coming to this new world. A lot of people don't treat them the best, but when you sit down and you talk to them, you find out that people are more alike than they aren't. You know, another message I got from this film was the racial disparity between fire and water. A lot of people say that, you know, when you marry or you get in a relationship, you should just stick with the people that you know. Once again, though, they're breaking down these barriers within this movie to show that, you know, these two people from these two different worlds can coincide and end up loving each other. Now, as far as the animation goes, this movie is beautiful. There's nothing really like crisp about it, but the color palettes that they chose to use and the moods, it really all brings the movie together. And overall, I don't really have a problem with the entirety of the film. I was listening to Ryan with RWR Movie Reviews, which you guys should check him out. But he was saying something along the fact of they were kind of giving too many messages at once, and at one point in the film, it just felt like they were jumping from one message to the other, and it got a little bit jumbled up, and I completely agree with that. I wouldn't necessarily say I was bored, but I was going through the motions and going through the time with this film. And as always, a Pixar movie has to have those tearjerker moments. Again, in this one, they get close to it. It just didn't like pull that super emotion out of me. But again, overall, I think that this film is a solid film. Definitely better than was the previous one. I think was Lightyear, but I was not a fan of Lightyear, so this one is definitely better than that. But again, Zootopia, I would probably compare it to that one, and I do have Zootopia better. Overall, though, I want to hear what your thoughts about this film are. If you liked the film, if you didn't, are you going to see it this weekend? Whatever your thoughts are, leave them in the comments down below. And if you haven't already, like this video, subscribe. Hit that notification icon down below so you know when I'm going live or dropping new content. And I want to thank you guys so much for joining me here today on Feature Junkie.